Spain is counting down to October 12, 2025, the day of the nation's grandest celebration, Fiesta Nacional de España, a day when history, military pride, and royal tradition meet on the streets of Madrid. But this year's National Day carries an even deeper anticipation, one that goes beyond flags, anthems, and parades. It's the reunion that Spain has been waiting for. Princess Leonor and Infanta Sofía, together again, standing side by side before the nation after 6 long years apart in official royal appearances. The sisters' joint presence is already being described as one of the most symbolic royal moments of the decade. The last time the two sisters attended the full National Day celebration together was back in 2019. They were teenagers then, cheerful, poised, still discovering their paths. The world was different, Spain was different, and the monarchy was navigating through quieter times. Then came the pandemic, global upheavals, and the years of separation that followed. Leonor began her demanding royal education and later entered the General Military Academy, where she trained in uniform, earning both admiration and respect. Sofía, younger and still in her academic journey, pursued her studies abroad, focusing on education and personal growth. For years, their schedules never aligned for a joint royal event of this magnitude. But 2025 changes that. Now, as both women return as adults, their appearance together on Spain's National Day is set to be more than just a ceremonial gesture. It will be a message, one about unity, renewal, and the next chapter of Spain's monarchy. For Leonor, the heir to the throne, this will be her first National Day parade as a mature royal ready to take on a growing share of official duties. For Sofía, it will be her first as an independent young woman, a poised presence in her own right, supportive of her sister but not overshadowed by her. Both have grown under the world's gaze, yet have managed to preserve their bond with grace and discretion. The day itself follows a familiar pattern, one rooted in centuries of tradition. Spain's National Day commemorates the arrival of Christopher Columbus in the Americas in 1492, a historic date that became a symbol of Spanish heritage and global influence. Every year, the celebrations feature a flag tribute, a military parade at Plaza de Canovas del Castillo, and a royal reception at the Royal Palace of Madrid. Yet this year, the focus won't only be on the soldiers, the salute, or the flyover of military jets painting red and yellow trails across the sky. It will be on two young women who represent the monarchy's future, walking shoulder to shoulder with their parents, King Felipe VI and Queen Letizia, in a visible act of family unity. Observers and royal watchers across Europe are already preparing for what could be one of the most photographed moments of 2025. Cameras will track every step, every glance, every gesture between the two sisters. Experts point out that royal appearances are never accidental, they are deliberate, symbolic acts of continuity. And this appearance, coming just as Princess Leonor approaches her 20th birthday, is especially meaningful. It will be her first National Day since completing the most demanding phase of her military training, a visible milestone in her preparation as future Queen of Spain. For Infanta Sofía, this will be a return from her academic world abroad, a reminder that, while her sister carries the title of heir, she too has a meaningful place in the royal image of modern Spain. Beyond the royal spectacle, there's a deeper educational story unfolding. National Day is a civic lesson in itself, a showcase of Spain's history, identity, and democratic unity. But when the royal family steps forward, it also becomes a reflection of how monarchy adapts to a new era. Over recent years, the Spanish crown has sought to rebuild trust, modernize its image, and connect more openly with citizens. The public has watched Leonor's transformation from a shy princess into a confident young woman in uniform, saluting the flag and leading public ceremonies. And now, seeing her return with her sister at her side brings a sense of stability, a visual reminder that the future of the crown rests on not just one person, but on shared values, shared upbringing, and shared purpose. In Madrid, preparations are already underway. The Ministry of Defense, the royal household, and the city authorities are coordinating security and logistics for an event expected to draw thousands to the capital streets. The parade will feature military regiments from all branches, including the Air Force, Navy, and Civil Guard, with a special tribute to the Spanish flag. The king will lead the salute, while Leonor, in her cadet uniform, will stand as both participant and heir, a rare dual role that merges her personal journey with her institutional destiny. For Sofía, who has often been seen as the quieter, more private sister, her participation will highlight her evolving public role, a young royal comfortable in her own skin, contributing in her way to the family's collective mission. For the media, this reunion represents a visual narrative too powerful to ignore. The sisters' appearances, body language, and even their fashion choices will be dissected. Experts predict that Leonor might choose a formal military attire or a symbolic outfit in navy or red, colors traditionally associated with state duty and authority, while Sofía could opt for softer tones that represent youth and grace. Their unity in style and presence will be interpreted as a signal of cohesion, a subtle yet visible statement that Spain's monarchy stands as one. The royal reception at the palace will follow the parade, where dignitaries, government officials, and ambassadors will gather to greet the royal family. Here, the difference between 2019 and 2025 will be clear. The girls who once smiled shyly now carry themselves with the composure of young leaders. Leonor, confident and articulate, has already delivered multiple public addresses in both Spanish and English, a demonstration of her preparation for global diplomacy. Sofía, though less publicly active, is known for her empathy and calm presence, qualities that balance her sister's assertiveness. Together, they form a complementing duo, representing the monarchy's future face, intelligent, modern, approachable, and deeply human. What makes this year's National Day particularly significant is not only the reunion but what it represents about royal identity in the 21st century. In a world where royalty must constantly justify its relevance, the Spanish crown has learned that visibility and authenticity go hand in hand. The monarchy's strength lies in connection, in moments where it shows heart as well as heritage. And that's exactly what people will be watching for on October 12. Will Leonor and Sofía share a sisterly laugh during the ceremony? Will they exchange glances of reassurance before the anthem? Will their parents let small, unguarded moments of family warmth slip through the formal protocol? Those are the human details that make royalty relatable, and in many ways, enduring. Beyond symbolism, this upcoming appearance has practical implications too. As Leonor takes on more royal duties in the coming years, her relationship with Sofía will become increasingly important. The two are not just sisters, they are partners in legacy. In the years ahead, Sofía will likely accompany her sister on select engagements, offering quiet support in the way royal siblings often do. The British monarchy has its examples, as do other European royal houses. But in Spain, where modern monarchy coexists with strong democratic values, the image of two royal sisters growing into their roles together carries profound meaning. It represents balance, between tradition and progress, between hierarchy and humanity. Royal analysts predict that the images from October 12 will be remembered for years. They will likely mark a turning point, not just for the royal sisters, but for how Spain perceives its monarchy. After years of challenges and evolving public sentiment, this appearance might rekindle a sense of connection between the royal family and the Spanish people. It's a reminder that monarchy, at its best, is not only about lineage but about presence, being seen, being steady, being human. As the countdown to National Day continues, Spain prepares not just for a parade but for a moment of reflection. The country will celebrate its history, honor its armed forces, and reaffirm its unity. But amid the ceremony, one scene will capture the world's attention: two sisters walking together, smiling under the Madrid sun, embodying a nation's continuity in their youth. Princess Leonor, the future queen, and Infanta Sofía, her ever-loyal sister, both carrying the hopes of a generation that values duty but also dreams. For royal watchers, it will be a celebration of symbols. For historians, a moment of transition. But for ordinary citizens, for the people who line the streets waving their flags, it will simply be a beautiful, emotional reunion. A reminder that behind every title, there are hearts that beat for family, for country, and for one another. And as Spain's National Day approaches, that human truth, simple yet profound, might be the most powerful message of all.